Hi guys, Julissa here from Passion Touches with another video. Today we're going to be doing a gel to polish change. So I spray the client's feet with alcohol to sanitize them. And then I start clipping the toenails or trimming the toenails. She doesn't like her big toes clipped, so we left the big toes. You don't touch her big toes. She loves them really long. Well, this length is good. So then you file the nails and try to fill in one direction so that the natural nails don't break. I fill the top of the toenails as well, because sometimes they have the extra layer of nail, the old nail that's trying to come off and the new nail growing underneath. So sometimes I will fill the top of the nail just very lightly to remove that old layer, because sometimes buffing doesn't remove it, so it would fill it. And now I'm buffing the toenails. So once the extra layer is gone from filing, buffing is very quick and easy to rough out the nail and remove any yellowing that may have been caused. And I place the UV light on the floor, dust off her feet, and add the toe separators. Now this part is very important. I'm priming her toenails. I don't just prime the fingernails, I prime the toenails as well to remove any of the excess oils from the toenails, just like you would for the fingernails. And that way the gel polish will last longer. It would usually last long on the toenails because you don't do as much with your feet as you would with your nails. But it will last extra long by priming the toenails, definitely. So then I did the base coat here. The first toe is in the UV light. The first foot is in the UV light. Sorry guys. The first foot is in the UV light, and I just base coated that foot there. Now this blue, this was actually her first time getting gel polish from me. Not sure if it was in general, but this is her first time getting gel polish from me. And this was a color that we picked. She wasn't sure about the color at first, but then after seeing it, she was like, yeah, she liked it. But then when she got her husband loved it. She told me he was freaking out about the color, and he really loved the color. So it was a really nice pick, and it looked really nice on her as well. So this is a nice blue gel polish, great for her complexion. I cannot remember what the name is. If I use it again, I will let you guys know, or I will try to put it in the description so you guys know what the name is, because it really is a nice blue. But the color is really light, as you guys can probably see. The color is really light. So I ended up doing 3 coats of the gel polish, but the third coat was very light. A light touch for the third coat, because you don't want it too thick. Just like applying acrylic too thick, if you do the gel polish too thick, it may not cure properly, and then it will start to lift up, get air pockets and lift up. So you don't want that. So sometimes it's best to just do the 2 coats, but if you have to do a third coat, make sure the third coat is very light, a very light, thin third coat. I also put polish at the tip of the nail, at the very tip of the toenail, the nail itself, like you saw just now. I put it on the very tip of the toenail. That will help to seal the tip, so the polish will last longer as well. And I don't just do that with gel polish, I also do that with normal polish. That will also help the polish to last a little longer, like there, right at the tip. So if you guys don't do that, you could try just a light coat at the tip, and you don't have to do it for every coat that you apply. You can do it for the last coat or the second coat, depending on how many coats you're doing, but it should only be 2 coats of gel polish, so you could do it for the last coat, so that way it's only 1 coat right at the tip, because you don't want the tip to be too thick either. And I will do the same thing for the top coat as well. Just a little cleaning up. It's okay to have to clean up with gel polish. Just clean up really well. And I'm not sure what happened here. I think her chair slid back, so you can barely see what I'm doing, but this is just me applying the top coat to the polish. Now this top coat is, when it dry, is gonna be sticky, so I wipe it off, and I use cotton wool and alcohol to wipe off the toes. I don't use wipes. I use cotton wool and alcohol just to wipe off the stickiness. I do have a no wipe top coat, but I just decided to finish and use this top coat before I go into the no wipe top coat. And cuticle oil, and here's the finished product, guys. A lovely blue. She loved it. Her husband loved it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.